Guys, today's video I'm gonna talk about bulking too long and why you definitely shouldn't bulk for too long. Okay, so let me explain. When you're bulking, it's great. You can eat a ton of food, you train heavy, you put on muscle, you're gaining strength, it's really great. And depending on what kind of bulk you do, if you do a dirty bulk, you're gonna gain a lot more body fat in a shorter amount of time. And if you're doing a lean bulk, you're still gonna put on body fat, but over a longer period of time. So most people, they love the bulk so much because they can eat a lot of food, they can relax. But the thing is, you shouldn't bulk too long. And what I mean by that is you don't want to put on too much body fat. Because remember, if your goal is aesthetics, you will still need to cut down and lose that body fat later on when you start cutting. And if you have to do a very long cut, you're gonna still lose a little bit of that muscle mass. So don't bulk for too long. That's one of the biggest mistakes people make, is just continue bulking and bulking and bulking until they're fucking fat. Or like really fat. I mean, my recommendation is you bulk for at least a year. You lean bulk, you don't do that dirty bulking shit. I don't agree with it. I did it in the past, I tested that shit out. I did it a couple of times and I'm never gonna do that again. Because it's just, you put on too much unnecessary body fat. It's not healthy, it's not good, and it's not optimal for the most amount of muscle mass. Okay, so this is what you should do. Bulk for at least a year, do a lean bulk, and bulk until you get to about, I'm gonna say 15 to 20% body fat. Don't go over 20%, and even 20% is pushing it. Okay, so you probably have finished your cut. Because before you even start bulking, you should get as lean as you want to be. That's the general rule. First, get as lean as you want to be, and then you have the permission to start bulking. So when you start bulking, you're probably going to be about 8 to 10% body fat. Maybe lower, but average, you're going to be 8 to 10% when you're done with your cut, and now you start bulking. So you do a slow, lean bulk, just 200 to 300 calories over maintenance, slowly. And until you get to 15%, you can estimate it, what's 15%. Once you get a little bit soft, your abs start to disappear, you get a little bit chubby, look at yourself and be honest. Because this is the most important part, is to be honest with yourself. Because a lot of people, they bulk and they bulk in a fucking delusion. They are in a delusion. They live in a fucking delusion because they're not honest with themselves. They look in the mirror and then they say, oh, I can still bulk for a few weeks, I can still put on a little bit of muscle, but they're already fat as fuck. So don't continue bulking if you're already fat as fuck, because you're gonna put on more fat. And who wants to diet for fucking 10 months after you bulk? Which is not even optimal for a great physique. You want to be, after you bulk, you want to be done with the cut as soon as possible. Okay, so get to around 15% body fat and just be honest with yourself. Look in the mirror, be honest with yourself, and maybe you can go up to 20%. Depends on how much muscle you have, because the more muscle you have, the better you're gonna look. But I recommend 15% is the lower end, and up to 20% is already pushing it. So somewhere in between 15 to 20% should be the end of your bulk. And after that, you start cutting again, lose the body fat, and then you can start bulking. Okay, pretty simple. So don't bulk for too long, because you're gonna put on so much unnecessary body fat and you're gonna gain so many fat cells. And fat cells, guys, I did a video on that. They never go away. They just get smaller and they never go away. So every time you put on a lot of body fat, gain a lot of fat cells, it's gonna be harder the next time you're gonna lose weight. So because when those fat cells grow, they multiply, but they just shrink, they don't disappear. So you gotta keep an eye on that. Don't bulk for too long. Do a lean bulk for a year up until you get to 15 to 20%, and you're gonna be good. And then you can start cutting, get as lean as you wanna be once again, and then you can start bulking once again. Pretty simple. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope this video helped you out. Don't forget to like, leave a comment, and definitely subscribe. Peace out.